but it doesn't make it hard. It's hard when I've taken on too much. It's hard when this is coming to an end, where I put all that too much on me, that it's almost over. Hey everyone, welcome to the Christyn Show. Listen, today I've been, this past couple of weeks has been so challenging for me. I've had so many emotions in these past weeks at the same time that I don't know how I'm balancing this. I've been angry, been sad, been mad, been frustrated, and it made me have to deal with myself. Like, why are you feeling this way? So let me give you a backstory. So my mom is transitioning to her own place, and having her own. And this has been a journey because we had to go through some her old stuff and getting rid of things and, helping her through that process. And it's been tough because I have to tell her to get rid of things that she's known for so long. And me getting rid of little things that I just love that I had for a moment hurt sometimes. So just to ask her to get rid of memories that can't serve her anymore in this season was hard. And I was the child, like, maybe she can hold on to it, but it was time to let go. And it's good to have other people telling you and encouraging you and other siblings there to say it's time for mom to move on from that space. But before I go any further with that, it's been hard to be an adult child trying to help my mom and encourage her. She's been that to me. She was the one that raised me and encouraged me and told me what to do and how to do it, to transition to me encouraging her and telling her how to do things and that she's worth more than this than she knows, and just building her back up to who she is and who she's becoming. The mad part was because I was so mad because I put so much on me. I took on so much, and I was so tired because I still had to balance my family and my husband and my kids and my work and the kids' homework and being part of ministry and church and all those things and all the other list of things that I got to do, grocery shopping and get ready for Christmas and helping with Thanksgiving. And I was very upset because I wanted things to go the way I wanted them to go. And I wanted things to happen the way I wanted them to happen. And I wanted people to show up the way I wanted them to show up, because I put all these expectations of how it's supposed to be, how I'm going to get her out of this, how she should feel in this season, why she don't feel that way in this season, that when she didn't feel it or when she didn't move fast enough, and that it hurt me. It made me mad. And then I felt the sadness of making her let go of things, and the sadness of, that she's going to have to go on her own, and what does that look like? And that, for my mom, and I don't know other people's mom, but for my mom, this will be like her first time, by herself, and not really by herself, but really by herself, where we'll always have her back, that we're always going to be there for her, but by herself, where she's been from college to marriage to kids to divorce, and then just us and her, and then married again, and now it's just her, and it's just like, this is the first time that she gets to live in a home by herself and make it hers and bring her own positive energy. And, she gets to pick her stuff and she gets to see how strong she is and how she can do this thing. And I get to be on that journey with her, but I get to allow her to do it and walk in her greatness. And it's going to be sad to, not have her in my immediate space every day, every time I wake up. But it's exciting to know that I was there to walk her through those steps. I was there to guide her through those things. But it doesn't make it hard. It's hard when I've taken on too much. It's hard when this is coming to an end where I put all that too much on me that it's almost over. And I had to realize that even though this part is almost over, that the victory of her having her space and understanding it, that that she's got this. And that when she doesn't have it, that she has a lot of family around her. And that she's strong in her faith. And that she loves God. And God's got her. And I had to realize that all these emotions hit because I thought I had to have her alone. That I always had to be there. But then I realized, a friend told me, she said, you know what? You have to back off after the season. And not back off not being her life. But I have to let her grow into who she needs to be. And me standing in the way of it is stopping her from being having her greatness. I'm so proud of her. Like I don't even know how to explain it. That I watched her go from being afraid to being okay. Like, it's still a journey. It's still gonna be weird. I remember, being on my own as an adult and how scared I was with that. But that I could be here to tell her that she's gonna be okay is great. That I got to watch her go through it, and I watched her come out of it, and I get to celebrate with her. The celebration is going to be the biggest part, and I can't wait for her to see everything that comes with it, and I can't wait to show you guys I say the end, but really the beginning of her next, and what that looks like. So before I talk about that part, I want to talk about being an adult child, making sure that your parent that needs you, that they're taken care of, that they're good, and also that you're not carrying. My friend said, don't get so engrossed that you carry the negative stuff over to your kids. That I don't get too busy doing stuff for my mom that I'm not doing stuff for my kids or my family. Like, that we're doing things in decency and order. That we're not in the way of their growth. And I feel like at some points I have to back off so I can make sure that she's growing. I have to say no so I can make sure that she's growing. I have to push her to do what she's called to do to make sure that she's growing into who she's supposed to be. Now that's scary because I'm used to her being around. So as much as it's like, I'm so excited she's growing, I'm so sad that she's going, and I think maybe y'all been through that where your parents are being who they need to be and they're going different places and they've been in your space and now it's time for them to go do what they were called to do. And I always say that it's never too late for people people to go and grow and do what they're supposed to do. And every season is different, and every moment is different. And I see myself growing constantly, so I know she's growing. So what I do want to do is I just want you guys to know that it's not easy, but it's worth it. It's worth seeing her happy. So I just decided to come in her space and talk about, how when you're taking care of adult parents, that it can be challenging, but it's going to be happy. Like, this is where she's going to make all her memories. This is where she's going to grow and not be afraid to be who she was called to be, or the stuff that she's put away that she can now blossom into that. So I was just talking to a friend of mine, and she was saying how, her mom is older, and, the more we do for our parents, the more they'll pull away and let us do it. Well, let me say, mine will. And maybe some of yours will do it. So if I continue to do the things that I know that she can do, then she'll let me do it. And when you do that, you hold them from their full potential. And my mother has so much potential. She's so wise. She's so smart. She has so much to give to this world. And I don't want her to feel like she has to be locked away into, because she's older or because she's gotten older. And I want her to know that she's wiser. She has so much in her that she has to give. And I wanted this space to represent her getting herself back. And in all of the being overwhelmed about it, and all the frustrations and all the emotions that I had, I get to see the happiness after it. I get to see my kids come over here and spend time with her and make memories with her. And you have to make those times. Like, there's going to be times where it's just going to be, it's hard because you've been the child for so long, and you're telling your adult parent, you got to do this, this, and this. And the funny thing is, my husband said, once an adult, twice a child. And it's like trying to get to the point where I'm still honoring her if I'm helping her. I'm not telling her what to do and this, and this. I'm honoring her because I love her and I want her to do the things, and she makes the decisions on what she wants to do, but I'm honoring her by giving her the advice. I'm honoring her by loving her. I'm honoring her by encouraging her. And that's what they need. They need that, because not necessarily everybody was raised in this and that. So for you, I always say, if you know better, you do better. So I know that, my mom needed me to help her and push her to this thing. I know that. So I said, let me do it, even if it took a lot, even if it was overwhelming, even if it was too much. This was my pleasure to do. And it's going to be that. It's going to look like that. So I'm hoping that this opportunity will help her grow into who she's going to be. And I'm hoping that you guys would do the same for your parents and love on them and cherish them. And I can't wait to see where my mom grows and how she grows into the person that she's going to become. I can't wait to all the good memories we make here. And I hope that you guys know that your parents love you and that they adore you. And for the ones that don't love you and adore you, that you can show them that. And I knew that my mom took care of me, and she loved me, and she loved my siblings, and all I can do, and all we all can do, is just be responsible for, I'm responsible for giving that back to her. I can't talk about everybody else, but I'm hoping that you're responsible for giving the love back. And if they didn't love you like that, what a joy it is to show them that love. The love that they didn't understand. The love that they didn't give. What a joy that would be. So I'm going to take this opportunity and give back to my mom and love on her like she loved on me since I was an infant to now. And how she loves my kids and my husband and how she's just so sweet. I think it's just a reasonable service to just give that back to them, even if they didn't do it for us. But I didn't have that story. So I hope that you guys can do this for me. Because sometimes we got to do it for somebody else. So go hug your parents, go love on them, go take them somewhere this week. So this is December, and I want us to give back. I want us to give back to our parents. Go spend time with them. Go just give them a hug. Go sit beside them. Just hug them and say, I love you. And that's it. Go take them to coffee. Show them some love this season. You got this, you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, you guys. Hey, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you got anything from it, please share it with someone you think it will bless. And make sure you never miss an episode by subscribing to the Christyn Show right here on YouTube. You can download the audio-only version by subscribing to the show on most major podcast platforms. Also, make sure you check out our links in the comments below for more ways to engage with me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Christyn Show.